What's up, you guys? This is Waldo from Rockentry. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna talk about a specific move in this climb, and it's a dynamic into a Gaston move. It is a very aggressive move. Prior to this, I could not achieve it, so I'm really excited to share with you guys what I've learned from it. Now we're gonna be climbing this route here together, and I'm gonna share with you guys my tips, what I did wrong and what I did in order to send it. Alright, let's do this. Now let's start off by looking at the climb itself. Now as you can see, it starts off with a compression with these two holds here, and we only have one foothold. Now the start of this climb is very complicated. It actually took me a couple of tries to do, and we're gonna go over that as well. Now we're gonna be climbing this together, you guys. I want to share with you guys everything that I've learned. There's just so much to share. Now as you can see from this view, the wall is at an angle, so it's not flat, so you get an idea of a slight overhang here. Now these two holds here, they're not positive, they're pretty awful. Now let's look at some of the attempts on my starting position. As you can see, it took me a couple of tries just for the start of the climb. And this is pretty much the best solution I got. And this is what I'm doing. I'm starting off my right foot on the first hold and bringing my hips as close as I can to the wall, but I'm compressing and pulling in using these two holds here. Now from here, it seems pretty solid, but the tricky part is this. As soon as I release my right hand to bring it to this hold, my body's gonna come off the wall, so I have to catch that hold fast, like so. So notice, I throw and I catch, and then I bring my body back into the wall. Again, just this starting point was really difficult. Now let's continue to my favorite move of the climb, and it's that dynamic into a Gaston move. Now I'm gonna show you guys a couple of the attempts so you can get a really clear idea of how difficult this is. As you can see, just that throw there, that throw to a Gaston move, it's extremely difficult. It took me a lot of attempts just to get a clear idea of what I was doing wrong and what I did in order to catch it and have control. Now let's do this. Let's compare these two and see if you can figure out what I'm doing wrong on the left side compared to the right side. Now, these two look very similar. There is one detail here that's making a big difference from both of them, and it is my right foot placement. Notice my right foot on the left side, it's lower than the right foot on my right side of the screen. So that means when I'm pressing and doing that explosive move, I have more of an explosive move on the right side of the screen compared to the left side of the screen, because my right foot is higher on the wall, so I have a lot more to press down than the left side of the screen. Now let me be more detailed on why this isn't working here, and the reason is this. If I'm not as explosive, as you can see here, I do catch this hold here, but since I'm lower here and I'm not locked off, what ends up happening is I'm gonna have to crank up. I'm gonna have to pull down with my left hand as much as I can as possible. And that is a lot of work, a lot of stress on my shoulder, and it is just, I'm pretty much doing a one arm pull up with my left hand at this point. So in this case here, since my explosive is a lot higher, that means that my body's still coming up and I get to a point where I can lock off my left hand. So I am not pulling as much with my left hand. I get to a point where I'm in a locking position, which that's where I want to be. Once I'm in a locking position, I can just control my momentum and bring it back into the wall. Now, I just quickly want to share with you guys these other options that I had on grabbing this left hold here. So as you can see, those two didn't really help, and this one was the best option here. That's just to share with you guys that I did try other ways to hang on to this hold here. And the thing is this, these type of holds, they have their positive side and their negative side. So what I mean by that is, there's a certain point where you put your hands on it that feels really good, and the rest of it is pretty awful. Even though these are big holds, it doesn't matter. There's only slightly positive holds in it. So that's pretty much how it is with these type of holds. You just have to find that sweet spot, even though these holds are pretty big. Now, once I do my Gaston catch here, it doesn't mean I'm done. It gets pretty hard here. As you can see, I'm struggling just being on the wall. I'm trying to have as much control as I can after I catch, but it's very hard because these holds are pretty bad, seriously. And my left foot, I'm trying to figure out how to place it. If I should place it on this hold here, if I should do a heel hook, but it's not working out. And I noticed that the best position for my left foot is actually on the wall. But as you can see from these multiple attempts, it was really hard going for the next move. Now, I am in this position here, and what I have to do is a dead point. And what I mean by that is a controlled dynamic move to this hold here with my right hand. And this means I cannot cut both of my feet. What I want to do, again, is throw for this hold like I'm doing here and keep pressure on my right foot. When I hit the hold, I want to have control from that momentum, like so. From these two comparisons here, on the left side, I'm trying to do the dead point, but since I'm not adding pressure on my right foot, I slip off. So now let's look on the right side. When I do my throw to this hold, notice what I do with my right foot. I put pressure on my right foot. And my goal is to do this as controlled as possible, like so. Now again, you guys, these three moves were extremely hard, and this is from the beginning of the climb. Once again, from the start, pull in, throw right hand, catch, switch feet, throw for that Gaston move, control my momentum, bringing back in my body into the wall. From here, set up for the next move. It's a dead point. Do a big throw with my right hand, catch, keep control, set up for my next move. And at this position, I set up a knee bar. And here I just rest up. This is perfect. Once I'm done resting, I finish up the route. You guys, if you found this video useful or helpful in any way, please do hit that like button. It lets me know you're liking this content, and I will make more content like this. Also, if you haven't yet, please do hit that subscribe button and bell notification so you can get notified the next time I post a climbing tip video just like this. Love you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.